Okay guys, I'm super excited today to talk about how to make friends. Now there's a book that I'm basing this, basing basically my experiences off of. Some of the principles that I've learned from How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'm sure that a lot of you have read that book, have studied that book. It's a great book in my opinion. I've already read through it I think 3 times now. It's amazing. If you haven't gone out, go out and read it. I want to share my experiences of how to become basically a good friend and how to make friends, because there are a couple of principles that you actually have to become. You can't just do. Now that's kind of the first difference I want to talk about. A lot of people go out and do certain things, so they'll go out and serve somebody, but they actually won't really care about the person, and they won't have like any success, because the person can feel that. You can feel when somebody's being genuine with you or not, and when they're just going out there and they're just like, hey, can I help you? Oh yeah, here's your groceries, there you go. I just barely had an experience about 10 minutes ago where my wife and I, we just got out of our apartment and we were walking down the stairs, and there was an older gentleman. We've seen him like a couple times, but we never talked with him. He lives underneath us, and he's like South American. He speaks Spanish. I actually speak Spanish, but I never reached out to him or anything. And he was struggling. He's like 80 years old, right? And he's like about this tall, and he's struggling, and he has like all these groceries, and then he's carrying like this 10-gallon thing of water, right? And he's like struggling down the stairs, and Jessica's like, you think you want to go help him out? And I didn't really see him, and I turned around and I saw him. I was like, oh yeah. And so I went over there and I started talking to him. I was like, can I help you out? And he's like, oh yeah, that would be so great, amigo, please. And I go out and I help with this water, and that was it. It only took me like 2 minutes, and I was like, what's your name? He's like, Pedro Orera. And I was like, okay, my name's Addison, nice to meet you. And he just looked super happy, and there was a connection there. And next time I see him, I'd be like, Pedro, ¿qué tal? What's up? How are you doing? And there, we already like made a little friendship right there, just by me not just going out there because I had to, or because my wife told me to go out and help him, but because I really wanted to serve somebody. I really wanted to help him, because he was struggling. And even if he wasn't struggling, I still want to help and be genuine, versus me just going out just because somebody told me to, or because I want to get something from him in return. So that's step number 1 of the lessons that I've learned, is actually be genuine, actually be authentic when wanting to make friends with somebody. The second thing is, and it's like not blazing hot, like it's freezing cold, but then the sun's like in my eyes, and I'm like, I can't even see, I can't even look. I gotta get a better camera angle next time. But the second point is gift yourself to the top. Now I've talked to a couple people about this, and I talked to my wife, Jessica, and she's like back there somewhere. I don't know, she's like walking or something. But I talked to her, and I was like, that's what we gotta do. We gotta gift ourselves to the top. She's like, what is that? And it's actually a term from How to Win Friends and Influence People. And we were watching a video today, and the guy said, gift yourself to the top. I was like, that's what I'm saying. I've been saying it. And she's like, you just heard that from the video? I was like, no, it's from the book. And we listened to it together. I don't know how she missed that part. It was like the most crucial part of that book that I saw. And in the gift yourself to the top, he talks about gifting things to other people without like wanting anything in return. But if people are like, hey, how can I help you out? Well, like, you don't have to worry about it, but I make my money off of referrals. If you know anybody, I'd love to have some referrals, or I'd love to have you in my new program, or whatever. But gifting, and it can be anything. It can be food is a great one, like different little gifts that you can give, and $5 to $10 gifts. And that's something that I actually want to do more of, is gifting. because I've seen what other people just are like, hey, here's a free shirt. Like, we've offered that to a couple of people. Like, here's some free shirts. We gave them to so my wife and I, we run a dance hall, right? And a couple came in, and they're like super good dancers, and they run like a club up at a college nearby of country dancing. And we're like, here, you guys are amazing, you guys are friends, here, take our 2 free shirts. Like, they're usually $20 a piece, but here, take them for free, don't even worry about it. Every single time I've seen them since, they've been wearing those shirts, both of them, both of our red shirts, and they're going around, and they're these shirts that say, real men don't lift weights, they lift women, right? And it has a sick picture of a couple being, well, a girl being lifted, and they wear them everywhere. And that's not only free advertising, but now we just got 2 like loyal fans that now come to everything that we do, that are there to support us, that love us, that are our friends. And they could have been big competition. They could have been like, what, you guys are doing country dancing down there? This is our territory. But now they're friends with us. Now they send us a ton of their people referrals and stuff like that. So that's a big example. Number 3, and my last point, is that serving people is I think the number 1 thing you have to do. Number 2 thing you have to do after being authentic is letting people serve you. I can't tell you the number of times that people have come up to me and they're like, please, how can I help you out? How can I help you? I'm cleaning up the dance hall, for example, and people are like, how can I help you? No, I got it, it's okay. I just missed the opportunity to make a great friend right there. I just missed that opportunity to connect, to say, yes, come over, come and help. You can stack some chairs over there. That's awesome. That would help me so much. How are you doing? And starting conversation, but just saying, no, I got it, this is it, kind of kicks them out and says, I don't need anybody. I can do this on my own. Well, okay, you don't need my help. Okay, I'll probably just keep my business to myself. I'm not going to send you anybody else because you got it all covered. But saying, yeah, I want you to come help, that would be super awesome, says, yeah, we'd love, something that we're trying to do is get more people here. Who do you know that would love to come country dancing, or that would love to come on a cool date sometime? Hey, why don't you take 2 free friend passes, give them to your 2 friends, and take them out country dancing out here. And so you can use these different principles. There's a lot of other principles, like remembering people's names is one of the biggest ones. There are a lot of different things that you can do that I've seen and that I'm still implementing. My wife is super good at making friends, and I'm trying to learn from her every single day. We spend 30 minutes every day on sales, on how to sell people, and most of that is just how to be their friends. That's how you're a good salesman, is just being friends with people, and you want to buy from people you're friends with. So that's the lesson for today. If nothing else, be genuine, be authentic when you're trying to be other people's friends, and they will be your friend. If you're always thinking about them, they'll start to think about you. Peace out, guys.